Thank you. Thank you. It's great to be with you guys. Can you all hear me okay? Okay. I'm on with the video. Are you okay though? I tend to have the energy, and I always laugh when people have me come speak because they put me on after they eat, because typical, you know, you're ready to fall asleep and like, put Lucy on now. So I'm glad to be here, and I want to commend you all because I don't know how Sprint's working right now when you're not there. I mean, how is it running? Honestly. So yay to you. My business name is TCOY Wellness, which stands for Take Care of You. And I'm just going to do a little flashback in memory. How many people have watched the movie Pretty Woman? Yay. And do you remember how she would say goodbye? She would take care of you. All right, so that's kind of the whole theme of how I came up with that. And I'd like for you to think about when you fly. They go through the whole security, if something was to happen, to put on the oxygen mask on who? On you first, right? Okay, as administrators, assistants, parents, you know, you may be in the sandwich society where you have children and you have parents that you're taking care of. You're being pulled like an octopus with every direction, correct? And how easy is it for you to forget to take care of yourself? So my thing is just to come in and empower people to say, here's some little simple things that you could do for yourself that can make a huge, huge difference. Huge. So what I'd like for you to do is to think about that oxygen mask. Put it on you. We're going to take a few moments today. I'm going to give you some tips that you can do at your desk. You can do at home. You can do when you're driving home. Different things that you can just sit back and take care of you. So to get it started, I like to get people moving because I think the first and foremost thing is get moving, get going, and you'll be happy. When you're doing that, what I want you to do is not think about anybody else in the room. You know, it's like when you're a speaker, they say, you know, don't imagine the people out there, just get up and do what you're going to do. Okay, I want you to just stretch. I'll be up here and I'll be doing some different things, but I think you're going to love the song. We're not going to do counts of 1, 2, 3. We're just going to move it. So do you have my song for me? Okay, it is appropriate. I would love for you to stand up for me, and we're just going to do some stretches. Move it, move it. Ready? Just put your hands in the air. Use those hips. Oh yeah, I'm looking good. Woo! I like to move it, move it. I like to move it. I like to move it, move it. Use those hips. Woo! Move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Come on now. Woo! All right, hands. Woo! Woo! Turn. And turn. Woo! Come on. Okay, do this. To move, move. Move, move. I like to move. I like to and move it. Woo! Use those legs. Woo! Woo! Yeah! Yeah, yeah. Woo! Back it up. Woo! Ready? Move. Woo! Yeah! Woo-hoo! All right, you can have a seat. Very good. Give yourself a hand. Very good. All right. Woo! Everybody feel good? Okay. Okay, what I want to kind of emphasize, I like to give, can I get everybody's attention? Okay, one thing I would like to do is kind of give you a TCOY challenge, a take care of you challenge. And that would be, in the morning, instead of waking up to an alarm, wake up to music. Okay? What you can do with that is it sets your mind into a more relaxed pattern instead of an alarm blaring at you and rushing to get into the shower. So when you wake up to music, you're mentally, it's a better frame of mind. Secondly, you can stretch in bed. You don't have to go to the gym. You can be stretching in your bed, and it could be just pulling your arm over, your leg over, different things like that. Just stretch in your bed. If you get excited, you can do another song, a second song. If you stretch to one song every day for an entire year, a typical song is 3 to 4 minutes long. If you do that, you will have stretched 24 hours that year. Okay? Pretty significant when you think of it like that. It is like your muscles, as you don't stretch, they will become shorter, more knots, they get tied up. We like to have a massage because we're all tense. When you start stretching, it's like loosening the knots. And look at the difference in one that's knotted up and that's not. And you wonder why you're having issues in your life, because you're not stretching. It's easy to do, but it's really easy not to do. So my TCOY challenge to start with is start waking up to music and stretching. If you get excited, do another song. You're going to get into a habit of wanting to do that. And your whole frame, mind, your well-being will be improved. Okay, so that's step one that you can do. Okay, habits. We're going to make some good habits here. Do me a favor as you're sitting there and cross your arms. What's comfortable, right? Okay, this is going to feel a little weird. We're going to change a little habit. I want you, whichever hand was on top, it's going to be reversed. So it's going to be, and you're going to say, how do I do that? Try that. Change it so that it's crisscrossed the other way. Can you do that? It feels a little weird, doesn't it? Okay, let's try to make that another one. Okay, as you cross your hands like this, just do it again. So whatever the top finger was, alternate so it's the other way. The left on the top versus the right. Feels a little different, doesn't it? Okay, same thing could be with crossing your legs or shaking hands with somebody. If you have to do it with your left hand, it feels very odd, okay? We create our habits, and then our habits create us, correct? All right, so what I would like, again, I'm going to give you some little tips on how to create some good habits. Number one is the stretching. Okay, I've gone through that a little bit. TheraBands, my scarf, does everybody like my designer scarf up here? TheraBands. These are very inexpensive, and they're very fun, and what you're doing is your basic stretches, and you just, as you tighten it up like that, it makes it more resistant, so it makes it a little more of a strength exercise. Okay, but these are great, and I will have these, I have one upstairs, one downstairs, one in my office, so I carry these, and you can have these at your office as well, because, and you pack them if you travel, it doesn't take a whole lot of space. But what you do is just some simple exercises, and I left my information on the table where I can send you exercises, how to use these, or you can Google it. But just doing stretches like this, like that. You could actually step on it, and this is an exercise. I have all kinds of great exercises just to do with this little band. Pretty simple to do, right? All right, so that's one thing I would like for you to do, is to learn how to stretch a little bit. Another thing is breathing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. But how often do we take short, quick breaths? And we're all tense, and we got to get that deadline, and we have to do this, and we're taking these short breaths. Here's your TCOY challenge for that, is 5 times 5 times 5. 5 in, inhaling, and exhaling for 5. And do that 5 times. Now here's the trick, is you want to do that through your nasal cavity, because the air is warm and it gets into your lungs and it's better for you. So let's just give that a quick try, just because I know it sounds so simple, but it's like, usually when you're anxious, it's really easy to go in and exhale and exhale. So let's do this really slow. In for 5. And if you can only do 3, that's fine. Okay, ready? Go in. And exhale. Again, inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. you will be amazed how that will bring you peace and bring you back to center. When you're under stress at work, which, does anybody have any stress sometimes at work? Amen. Okay, just do 5 times 5 times 5. It won't take long, but that minute can change everything for you. Okay, so there's another little thing. When you're sitting at your desk and you have your chair, no one needs to know that you're doing these things if you want. Typically, when you're sitting at your computer, we need to know that that computer is going to go and work faster for us when we lean into it, right? Work faster, work faster. It's not working. Okay? Or you're kind of slunched over like that. So I want you to be aware of your posture, okay? Get those shoulders back. We got the girls, okay? Let the girls hang. Okay, right here, get the shoulder. Well, not hang. Be proud of them. Okay, this is good. Okay, so sitting there and making sure your back is up straight and the shoulders are back. You know, and do yourself a favor, do that for your friends as you go around and see them, and just go around, tap them on the shoulder and say, remember, take care of you. Because you're going to be keeping each other accountable, okay? It's a good thing. All right? So when you're sitting there at your desk, try to remember, I don't need to be that close to the screen. It's not going to make any difference. I need to sit back, okay? Now, when you're sitting at your desk, if you need it, we tend to sit for a long period of time. Get up and walk around a little bit. If you're sitting there, try to turn just the other way. Go ahead and, if you're sitting there, try to take your legs, whichever way they're facing, straight up. Go ahead and turn so that your body's this way. Remember that breathing. Okay, back to center. Now do the other side and turn. Isn't that amazing? Something as simple as that, we just don't twist, okay? So nobody can really, care or see that you're doing that for 5 seconds. For your feet, in the bags, I have provided you with a couple different balls, okay? The little eyeball, is that too cute? Okay, that's from Dury Vision, and it is a softer ball, so this is for keeping you from getting carpal tunnel, so it would be really good for your hands, okay? So as you squeeze that, you're working it. You can do 2 fingers, 3 fingers. That's for stretching. Everybody there's plenty in there to take, and I will have more at my desk if you want, not my desk, but my table up front if you'd like more, because they're kind of fun. If you have a friend you want to give it to, you could say, hey, I'm going to keep my eye on you when you leave, if your boss is giving you a hard time, I got it. Okay, so this would be good for your hand. Okay, the racket balls are a little firmer. Okay, these are really good if you, again, want a little more tension for your hand. And also, if you were to take off your shoe, you could put it, or you can have your shoe on if you have flexible, but using it for the ball of your foot like this, it is wonderful, okay? And work it around in circles. And it's really good for throwing at coworkers. Okay? So the balls are a great thing for you to do, and you can have these 3 things all the time, wherever you go, and utilize for them yourself. If your back is bothering you, these are really good too. You could actually lay on the floor and have it on your back. And kind of working like that. That's if you don't have a massage therapist handy. All right, so these are so simple little things that you can do, and I want to recap it again. Okay, first and foremost, what I want everybody to remember is you need to move. Okay, the longer you go without moving, your muscles will get shorter and tighter, and you're going to feel more uncomfortable. So even if you're tired, push through it. Push through it, because the reward is you will have more energy. I guarantee it. Drink a lot of water is another big thing I always tell people. They're drinking all these sugar drinks. You want to get away from the sugar, folks, because that's number 1 leading us into diabetes, and it's causing all kinds of health issues. So get moving, stretch, use the balls for some exercises to work your feet, and breathe. Okay, my favorite quote is, if you don't take care of your body, where will you live? Okay, thank you for today. You guys have a great time.